I guess my favorite poem by Emily Dickinson, There's a Certain Slant of Light. There's a certain slant of light, winter afternoons, that oppresses like the heft of cathedral tunes. Heavenly hurt it gives us, we can find no scar, but internal difference where the meanings are. None may teach it, any. 'Tis the seal despair, an imperial affliction, sent us of the air. When it comes, the landscape listens, shadows hold their breath. When it goes, 'tis like the distance on the look of death. And the reason I fled Cherokee as soon as I could is because I actually lived in a valley surrounded by mountains. And two words always come to me when I think of my childhood, and those words are desolation and cold. And this is a poem I wrote about winter there called Timberline. I have been alone here since winter came, but I have heard a voice coming heavy through the icicle forest. The house, small and locked, shudders as night closes in. The shaded day, quick only an escape, left me here with shaking tree limbs snapping in the cold. The cellar steps creak as if some stranger's feet seek shelter there. The cedars groan on the frozen ridge speaks of more snow. On the nearest hill, the firs dig deeper into cracking ground. Their blue-gray notes grind against the frigid rock. The urgent voice starts again, a rumble just below the timberline. The wind speaks in pine-dark vowels, then slides to check the ice growing across the river. The voice tightens, moves in like the mountains ringing this valley. Inside, the fire fails at water frozen in the log, but flame crawls. I stir the crumbling oak, but flame crawls back inside the wood, grating at the icy air. Alone, the yard holly fights. The wind cuts and winds across the last sharps of green. Behind my back, the night rails against the fingers of dead dogwood. White windows shrill against the dark. The voice deepens at the door. And I do have one semi-light poem, which resulted from being in a grocery store one afternoon and noticing that apparently no one in the food product industry can now spell light correctly. Light has a GH and no E, comes from the stars, fire, or inventors, moves at 186,282 miles per second in a vacuum, weighs less than I do, can be invisible, bounces, bends in water, may be a flash in a storm, may go out in a storm, dawns, makes rainbows but not unicorns.